Coming up next, thousands will come together this weekend to dance at Penn State's 46-hour dance marathon. We're live from the Bryce Jordan Center with a preview just hours before the event begins.
And new rules could have Central Pennsylvania hunters changing their traditions. See how they're reacting. The Center County Report starts now.
Good afternoon, I'm Cheyenne Oswald.
And I'm Logan Westrop. Thanks for joining us. It's the largest student-run philanthropy in the world, raising millions of dollars for a good cause. Today, the latest edition of Penn State's 46-hour dance marathon begins again. THON brings together students, volunteers, and the community to fight cancer. Reporter Amanda Mitchell is live at the Bryce Jordan Center with more on the start of THON. Amanda?
Thanks, Logan. In a few hours, students will be busting down the doors behind me to get a spot at THON, Penn State's no sitting, no sleeping, 46-hour dance marathon. Although, before they can fill the stands for THON, a lot needs to be done in preparation. Over 3,000 students have come through these BJC doors in the last 3 days to properly transform the arena into a regular sports arena to a 46-hour largest student-run philanthropy event. Nothing to do this weekend? The Bryce Jordan Center is putting on a show you might want to catch. A little busy? Don't worry, you have 46 hours to come watch Penn State students showcase the largest student-run philanthropy in the world. But how is it possible for a group of student volunteers to completely alter the BJC?
I think that's the power of THON and its mission is it inspires students who could be doing anything tonight, but they decided to come here to the Bryce Jordan Center days before 16,000 people fill this arena and set it up and really set the stage for a magical event.
It took all day Wednesday and Thursday for students to properly reconstruct the BJC from a basketball arena to a fully equipped dance marathon. Students have been working with the BJC staff for 11 months to properly prepare to take over the arena. And Papandreou says the hardest part is the stage.
I would say moving the stage is a really hard part of setting up THON Weekend. It's a massive ribbon as well as several diamonds put together to really, embody everything that THON is. And it took every volunteer that we had here tonight to push it all the way downstage, and it looks incredible now that it's set up.
Spectators often don't realize that it's the students putting together every single aspect of the event. This will be THON's 12th year in the BJC, but its 46th year overall. THON has raised over $140 million for its sole beneficiary, the Penn State Children's Hospital. Behind these doors, there are still hundreds of students preparing for the start of THON. Their efforts add up into 5 million hours of time given as student volunteers. They'll continue working until 6 p.m. tonight, when dancers stand to take the floor for the coming 46 hours. At the Bryce Jordan Center, for the Center County Report, I'm Amanda Mitchell.
Thanks, Amanda. Police are still looking for a suspect in a reported robbery that happened on the Penn State University Park campus. The incident happened on Sunday night near Hastings and Bigler Roads outside Nittany Apartments. A student reported a man came up to them, assaulted them, and then robbed them. University police are asking anyone with information to contact the department.
A group of Penn State board members is challenging the University Commission investigation into Jerry Sandusky, saying it was unreliable. Sandusky is serving decades in prison for sexually abusing kids. The university hired Louis Free and paid his team $8 million to investigate the Sandusky scandal. His report concluded high-ranking administrators and coach Joe Paterno hushed up the scandal. But with this new report claims a review of documents found the Free investigation was taunted by improper contacts with the university, the NCAA, and law enforcement. Free called the new report misguided and biased. Penn State's president called the reporter's public disclosure reprehensible and apparent violation of court-ordered confidentiality.
A long-awaited highway connecting the Seven Mountains area and State College will finally be built after a 15-year hiatus. Governor Tom Wolf was in Center County this week to announce the project's reveal. The road will connect Seven Mountains to State College with a 4-lane highway. This is in addition to current Potter's Mill Gap project that's underway right now. The original plan was shelved in 2004 due to a lack of federal funding. The revised plan will have the state pay for the funding, but construction won't start until 2027.
A vote for a new housing development project that could eventually bring more than 2,000 homes to Half Moon Township was deferred during a meeting last night. The proposal faced harsh criticism from residents who say the plan would negatively impact the area. Reporter Maddie Beer-Temple has more.
Residents of Half Moon Township voiced their concerns on a proposal to expand development in the area Thursday night.
Does anyone in here even want this to happen? No.
More than 70 people crowded the room to address the two-pronged proposal. The plan would expand the growth boundary and change zoning laws to allow for greater density of housing per acre. Supervisors say the new proposal would accommodate future growth. But citizens had other concerns, mainly that new developments would alter the rural character of the land.
We move out here, and I've lived here to be a country kid. I want my kids to know what it's like to go outside and play in the creek and not worry about what's in that creek.
Citizens also criticized the communication efforts about the project, accusing the board of a lack of transparency.
I wouldn't have known about this meeting tonight if it hadn't been for the CDT.
Ultimately, the proposal was deferred and will not move forward to the Center Region Planning Commission.
All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carries.
I'm Maddie Beer-Temple for the Center County Report.
The Board of Supervisors said they'll take into account what residents had to say to develop a new proposal.
It's tax time, and workers filing their taxes this year may notice differences as new federal laws signed last year take effect. Reporter Emanuela Blanc has the story.
This tax filing season, some of you might notice less money back if you get a refund. That's a result of President Trump's tax reform. The Tax Cut and Job Act of 2017 changed the way tax is calculated for most taxpayers. Barry Rosman is the coordinator of the Volunteer Income Tax Assistance Program at Penn State, or VITA. He says he understands why this tax year is so confusing.
Few people will see a small tax increase. Many of the people will see a slight decrease in their taxes. But what we're finding as people are doing their taxes is that they're being somewhat surprised by the results that are coming out when they do their taxes now.
The largest piece of tax reform in more than 3 decades reduced the corporate tax rate from 35% down to 21%.
Tax returns are coming in smaller versus last year. According to their statistics, the number of refunds issued have dropped by 24.3%, and they've received fewer returns from taxpayers.
The average tax refund so far this year is 8.4% less than this time last year, according to the most recent data from the IRS. But experts say smaller refunds don't necessarily mean you're paying more in taxes. In many cases, your tax savings show up in each paycheck throughout the year. Still, it's a confusing change for many.
There's so many questions that the IRS has not been able to answer yet. And so as a professional tax preparer, I mean, there are some things that we just sort of have to, use our best judgment.
In State College, I'm Emanuela Blanc for the Center County Report.
The deadline to file your taxes is Monday, April 15th.
A Bellefonte donut shop is set to close its doors for good after 3 business years in the business. Dam Donuts has been serving specialty donuts and coffee since 2016. According to a Facebook post, the shop is closing because of personal reasons. The local favorite will be open until Sunday or until supplies run out. The Harrisburg location will also be closing.
The special election to replace former 12th Congressional District Representative Tom Marino is just over 3 months away, and voters are starting to find out who they'll see on the ballot come May 21st. Tyler Olson has the update.
This past Tuesday, the Pennsylvania Democratic Party announced that Mark Friedenberg would be its nominee for the 12th District Congressional Special Election. With his party already unified behind him, Friedenberg has an almost 3-week head start on his eventual Republican rival. The Pennsylvania Republican Party will vote on its nominee March 2nd.
The great thing is that we are now completely unified as a party, and it's only mid-February. And we can get our ducks in a row, get people knocking on people's doors now, and make the most of this opportunity.
Friedenberg is sticking to similar themes from his 2018 campaign challenging former Representative Tom Marino, whose resignation triggered the special election. He says he'll run on Medicare for All, campaign finance reform, a Green New Deal, and other similar issues.
my message to those voters is you go out on May 21st because there is going to be a candidate on the ballot who wants to deliver real, meaningful reforms for your life now.
A professor at Penn State's College of Information Sciences and Technology, Friedenberg will keep teaching his classes while running his campaign. Democrats had an easy choice picking Friedenberg as their nominee. He was the only person to file. But Republicans still have to sort through about 20 candidates to choose their nominee for the ballot. The most recent number of declared Republican candidates is 23, including 3 candidates from Center County: veteran Chuck Rizzio, Penn State law student Patrick Miller, and Bobby Jeffries, who recently moved to the area from Harrisburg. A group of 202 conferees from around the 12th District will vote to select the GOP nominee. Center County Republicans Chair Chris Eng will represent Center County. Eng says she is paying attention to 2 women in the race, including Jessica Housley, a Lock Haven University professor.
She has her PhD and has done a lot of work in education, has worked with the college Republicans in Lock Haven, so I think understands a lot about coming into a university.
In State College, I'm Tyler Olson for the Center County Report.
On May 21st, Center County residents will also vote in a regularly scheduled primary election for other local offices.
Is more snow on the way soon? Patrick Wright is up soon with the weekend weather forecast.
Plus, Penn State baseball season begins today. We have a preview. And also coming up, find out why deer hunters in Pennsylvania may need to have their rifles ready sooner than usual next season. A proposal to change the start of Pennsylvania's deer hunting season goes to a vote for a final approval in April. The Game Commission will decide whether to make opening day on the Saturday after Thanksgiving instead of Monday. Reporter Caroline Pimentel has more.
The Pennsylvania Game Commission has proposed changes to hunting in PA that will shift the first day of firearms deer hunting season to the Saturday after Thanksgiving instead of the Monday, expanding deer season to 13 days. Senator Don Laughlin, the prime sponsor of the Sunday hunting bill, along with the Hunters United for Sunday Hunting, have been pushing to remove the ban that will allow hunting on Sunday. But hunting store owner Tom Engel doesn't support the Saturday opening or Sunday hunting.
Me personally, I don't like the Saturday opener or the Sunday hunting, either one.
Some hunters said they will have less time to recover from Thanksgiving and will have to give up family time during Thanksgiving or Black Friday to pack and get out to hunt. Engel also doesn't think it will increase store sales.
I haven't talked to a single customer that says, wow, I get an extra hunting day, I can go on Saturday. Or a guy says, wow, I can hunt on Sundays instead of I'm not hunting at all.
However, Von Holderman, a longtime hunter, is in favor of the Sunday hunting changes. He's also for the Saturday opener since it will impact some school districts who give Monday and Tuesday off for that holiday. But Holderman thinks the new changes will generate new hunter interest.
The few extra days and stuff, I think, like I said, I think a lot more people will be inclined to do it.
The general sales of hunting license have declined by nearly 28,000 since 2016, according to the Game Commission. But extra hunting days might increase the number of people who get their license.
And Pennsylvania is not unique in experiencing declining hunting license sales. It's been something that's been seen nationwide, and in many cases, Pennsylvania does a lot better at reactivating hunters or losing hunters at a slower rate than a lot of states across the nation do.
Sunday hunting is even more controversial than the Saturday opener because it is prohibited by a state statute under Rule Act due to religious reasons.
From hunters regularly, daily, asking for increased Sunday hunting opportunities, so that desire certainly is out there.
In State College, I'm Caroline Pimentel for the Center County Report.
I don't know if you noticed it this morning, but when you stepped outside, it felt quite mild and maybe a few sprinkles overall, but currently just a few clouds. Generally cloudy over Beaver Stadium right now. Temperatures hovering right at 46 degrees, and they've been steadily increasing all day today. Generally roughly 10 degrees above average for this year's average for middle of February, but overall temperatures around the region 43 in Altoona, and that is the general spread for most of the area. But then we have 57 in Philadelphia. Now the radar, what does that look like? Just a few showers moving moving through the area, and that's going to decrease as we head throughout the day. So what does that look like in the futurecast? The clouds will be clearing out, or at least partially this evening, just in time for THON, but then we will see a general decrease in clouds all day tomorrow. So a lot of sunshine for THON on Saturday, but overall, we do expect the clouds to remain absent, or at least until Sunday morning. But overall, we do expect for your THON forecast. Here's Friday, 48 degrees for a high, but then look at Saturday, 38 degrees, but then we have a chance for a few snow showers coming in on Sunday. But as we head into the 7-day forecast, what does that look like? Sunday, 34 degrees again, chance for some snow showers, but then we have another chance for a late week system that we're going to keep an eye on. Temperatures in the mid-30s as we end out the rest of next week.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Patrick. Now we're going to send it over to Tommy Butler with sports.
Penn State basketball is heating up after a big upset against 6th-ranked Michigan this week. More on that next. Also coming up, the Nittany Lion baseball team is set to start its season today. Keep it right here on the Center County Report. I'm Tommy Butler with sports. The Nittany Lions men's basketball team is on the road for a game at Purdue tomorrow after shocking the college basketball world with an upset win over 6th-ranked Michigan this week. Reporter Cooper Deck has more from the BJC.
A snow and ice storm didn't keep the diehards from showing up for the biggest game of the year against 6th-ranked Michigan. The Wolverines came in with a 22-2 record. Penn State, on the other hand, had only one win in the Big Ten so far. The Nittany Lions dictated the pace of the game from the get-go, with junior forward Lamar Stevens leading the way with 15 first-half points and 9 rebounds. Freshman guard Rasir Bolton also gave his team a boost by finishing strong at the rim as time expired to end the half. Stevens was equally as effective on defense, as he had back-to-back blocks halfway through the second half.
I was just fired up. It just meant so much to me to get the stops for my team. And we all play hard, and just those type of plays get everybody fired up.
The Wolverines drew within 4 late in the game, but one of Miles Dredd's 5 3-pointers and a Mike Watkins putback gave the Nittany Lions a comfortable lead, and they held on for a 75-69 victory. That sent the crowd spilling onto the court as the final horn went off.
We really did appreciate the fans coming out today. I know it was bad weather, and it would be hard for me to come out today too, but they really showed a lot of support, and they were loud for us.
Despite Penn State being at the bottom of the Big Ten, Coach Pat Chambers says he doesn't think this is an accurate representation of who they are.
I don't think our record, and I said this too, is a reflection of how hard this team has worked, how they've competed and really put themselves out there. And we're going to continue to do that.
The Nittany Lions travel to face Purdue tomorrow for their next game. At the BJC, I'm Cooper Deck for the Center County Report.
The Nittany Lions are now 2-11 in the Big Ten this season. Tomorrow's game at Purdue tips off at 4 p.m. 17th-ranked Penn State men's hockey has a big weekend in East Lansing as the team looks toward the end of the regular season in the Big Ten tournament. Reporter Haley Curtis has more.
The Nittany Lions hit the road this weekend for their second and final series against the Spartans of Michigan State. Penn State is coming off of a sweep at home over the Minnesota Golden Gophers last weekend. With just 6 conference games left, Big Ten tournament seeding and a potential NCAA tournament berth is on the line. Penn State and Michigan State split the first series in early January. While the Nittany Lions have won 3 straight, head coach Guy Gadowski says his team is still hungry for more.
I think that we've been slapped in the face more than one time when it comes to defensive play. I don't get the sense that the team is content that, oh yeah, we can do it now and we're there. I really don't think that.
Michigan State is 10-15-5 this season, but have been trending upward since the beginning of this calendar year. The Spartans are averaging over 3.5 goals per game, good for the 3rd in the Big Ten, but the Nittany Lions are averaging nearly 5 goals per game, good for tops in the country. Junior forward Nikita Pavlichev says that the team is peaking at the right time and is looking forward to the challenge this weekend in East Lansing.
Try to create offense ourselves, and those guys are so used to playing offense that they honestly don't know how to defend, and we try to take advantage of that.
Michigan State sits in 6th place in the Big Ten, 2 points below Penn State. In University Park, I'm Haley Curtis for the Center County Report.
The puck drops at 7 o'clock tonight to start the series in East Lansing. There's snow on the ground here in State College, but Penn State baseball opens its season this afternoon on the road in North Carolina. Reporter Lila Cook has more on the start of a new season.
After a week of practicing in the cold here at Medler Field, Penn State baseball hit the road to North Carolina, where they'll open the season at the USA Baseball Complex against Monmouth. Head coach Rob Cooper and players Shea Sabranti and Bailey Dees say they're excited and ready to start a new season.
Pitching's ready, hitters are definitely ready. I think we're ready to go.
Cooper says he's impressed with what he's seen from his team so far.
You know, the fall has probably been one of the best falls I've ever been a part of because of what the players have done on their own, the accountability, the player-driven leadership that they've displayed.
Cooper said the team's inner squads were easily the most competitive he's ever seen as a coach. Penn State baseball hopes their preseason bonding will propel them to success in the 2019 season.
Us staying together as like sort of a tight-knit group has been huge, sort of off the field, and I think that's really going to carry over this season.
Part of that bonding included the team capping off an inter-squad practice in Maryland last weekend with a visit to Arlington National Cemetery. As far as the pitching rotation goes for this weekend, Cooper said Dante Biazzi will go today, Dees will go Saturday, and Eric Mock will start Sunday. At Medler Field, I'm Lila Cook for the Center County Report.
The Nittany Lions went 15-34 last season. Their 3-game series against Monmouth starts at 2 p.m. this afternoon. It's that time of year again. High school postseason hoops are set to tip off in just under a week. State College High School boys and girls varsity programs finished the season atop the District 6 standings. Both teams will face Altoona in the 6A championship game in Hollidaysburg next Wednesday. The girls' game is set for 6 p.m., and the boys will follow immediately after. The winner of each game will automatically qualify for a spot in the sub-regional playoff, where they have a chance to earn a spot in the PIAA state championship. That's all for sports. Now back to you at the anchor desk.
Thanks, Tommy. Coming up next, a worldwide event by the Tim Tebow Foundation made its way to Center County. Stay tuned to see what made the evening so unforgettable.
A week has gone by and people are still smiling about an event in Boalsburg called A Night to Shine. The event gave some special people the prom experience of a lifetime. Reporter Olivia Cataldo shows you why.
The 5th annual Night to Shine prom takes place all over the world and celebrates those with special needs. The event, which is held in early February, is funded by the Tim Tebow Foundation. One of more than 500 events was held at the Calvary Harvest Fields Church in Boalsburg. As guests arrived, they were given the royal treatment. They had their pictures taken, shoes shined, and even a flower pinned to them.
Night to Shine gives their guests an unforgettable prom night experience. They can get their picture taken on the red carpet, get their hair and makeup done, and even dance the night away.
Catherine Trexler says why she loves Night to Shine.
Just seeing all the smiles, so many people just light up when they're just getting the attention and getting their flowers pinned on or walking down the red carpet. It's just really great to see them so happy.
Guests flooded the dance floor to show off their moves. They were surrounded by their friends and volunteers who made sure they had an incredible evening. Every guest attending the Night to Shine prom was crowned king and queen. Lisa Lesher shares how special events like this one are.
It could be a week or a month later, and they're still wearing their crowns and tiaras, so they're still feeling pretty special. So, and honestly, I would love to see more events, not so much prom related, but where we can just bring them together.
Night to Shine is an event that brings faith, hope, and love to those with special needs. In Boalsburg, I'm Olivia Cataldo for the Center County Report.
That's all for today's newscast. You can find more of our stories on our website, centercountyreport.com.
And you can follow us anytime for breaking news on our Twitter feed, that's Center County REP, or on our Facebook page. We also have a Center County Report Instagram. Join us for our next newscast next Friday. Have a great weekend, everyone.